Follow these simple steps to make an airspace reservation in Finland on VATSIM network. Airspace reservations are fairly common in real life and they are used for several purposes such as pilot training and military activities. By reserving an airspace, ATC will keep other traffic away while you can fly freely within the reserved airspace. On VATSIM, pilots can make reservations to temporary reserved areas, local temporary reserved areas, or temporary segregated areas. The TSA areas are mainly used by military traffic. Before making any reservations, please prepare yourself by reading through the relevant procedures for flights to training areas. Today we are going to plan a flight to Echo Foxtrot Oscar Uniform Training Area 06 and 08. Let's first check the altitude limits in the local TRA chart. We are planning to stay between 2,000 to 5,000 feet. In case you are planning to fly to a TRA or TSA area, please check the airspace blocks in AIP Finland. You will find charts in the En Route 6 section where you can view the locations of the airspace blocks. For TSA areas, please check the Airspace Management Operations Manual, published by Traficom. You will find information regarding Defense Forces priority areas that are used on a weekly basis in Finland for military activities. Let's proceed with adding the reservation to V-LARA Web Client. Log into the web client with your VATSIM credentials. The reservation shall be made at least 30 minutes before your flight. First, check that your area has not been reserved by someone else. Then click on the Add Reservation button in the top menu. This will open up the reservation editor. The creator and point of contact information is filled automatically by the system. Now enter your flight call sign. You may add more than one call sign if flying together as a formation. Next, we will fill the activity section. Select Temporary Training Area as the activity type. This will be a civil general aviation flight, so let's select Civil as the responsible agency. In the permeability field, we can select between a few options which will determine if ATC is allowed to clear other traffic through the area under certain circumstances. The activity type in our case will be pilot training. You can leave the priority value as 99, which is the default value. It determines the priority of your airspace reservation among others. Today we are flying alone, so let's keep the number of aircraft as 1. Then let's fill in the reservation start and end times. Click on the calendar icon to open the date and time selector. Please note that the times are in UTC time zone. Let's plan for a short 1-hour flight. Now let's select the airspaces as we've planned earlier. Let's search for Echo Foxtrot Oscar Uniform Local Training Areas 06 and 08. Now let's modify the lower and upper limits as planned. Enter all altitudes as flight levels. To make the area start from the surface, fill in 0 as the lower level. Fill in 999 to indicate unlimited as the upper level. Generally, local TRA areas should be planned to stay below flight level 9 or 5. Once everything is filled, let's make a final check to make sure that all data is correct. Once the reservation has been created, the data will be sent to air traffic control automatically. If the reservation was successful, you should now see the reservation appear in the reservations display and on the map display. Pilots can edit the reservation until 30 minutes prior to the reservation start time. After that, the reservation status will switch to pending, which after only ATC is able to make changes to your reservation. ATC will inform you in case any changes has been made, for example, if the upper limit of your training area has been restricted to a lower level due to other traffic. To edit your reservation, open up the reservation editor from the Actions display. Editing is possible if you can see the Edit Reservation button at the bottom of the form. Click on the Edit Reservation button once you have made all the changes. Let's now make a flight plan for our flight. It is recommended to check the instructions for completing the flight plan document, published by FinTraffic. Here you will find instructions on how to fill the flight plan form for training area flights. A shorter instruction specifically for training area flights is published on VATSIM Scandinavia wiki page. For a local TRA flight, the general IFR training area code is inserted to the route field. Replace the first two letters with the last part of the airport code. Here is an example of a complete flight plan. Let's add the Oscar uniform training area code to the route section. The TRA name shall be added to the flight plan remarks field. If you are planning a flight to an TSA area, the route section often includes tactical points instead of the training area code. Here you can see an example of a flight plan to an TSA area. The tactical points are determined according to the location in relation to the TSA area. These areas are usually used only by military traffic. Now we are ready to fly. If there are no ATC online, the reservation will stay as pending in the V-LARA Web Client, however you may still proceed with your flight normally. If ATC is online, the responsible air traffic control officer will activate your reservation manually. This has no additional impact for you. You will receive the clearance by ATC while the controller will manage the reservation and keep other traffic separated. If you stop the activity on the reserved area before the reservation has ended, it is recommended to cancel the reservation from the reservation editor after landing. In case your activity continues, please advise air traffic control before reaching the reservation end time.